Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Midwest Mindset. In today's episode, I'd like to go over some things we got going on here on the farm. Also, would like to bring to attention a few things that you guys should be striving to get done as we enter spring here in the Midwest. We have some pretty decent weather here in mid-February in the middle 40s to mid-50s, which is really nice for this time of year. Allows us to get out, get some of this habitat work done that needs to get done. This is the time of year that I like to really get into my bedding areas, my sanctuaries, the areas that I stay out of all throughout the hunting season. Most of these areas, come September 1st, I'm out, if not even sooner. And this is the time you can really get in there, look around, check what your sign looks like, how the deer use the property, some of the things you did right and some of the things you did wrong. And today I'd like to show you a little bit of what we got going on here in the sanctuary behind the house. I got some switchgrass, cave and rock switchgrass that's planted over here. I got two small plantings side by side that I'm going to show you guys. I'm also going to show you some brush piles that I want to get burned out of here and some trees that I want to remove as I want to connect these two small switchgrass plots together. Right now I have cave and rock in each one of these. One will be 3 years old this year and one will be 2 years old this year. In the middle, I'm actually going to be trying out a new switchgrass called RC Big Rock from Northwoods Whitetail. I'll bring you along as we do the process and planting that, and also as we burn the old switchgrass, so you guys can see the results as we do all the work together. But yes, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit what we're doing here on the farm, get you guys excited, get you out in the woods, take advantage of this mild weather for this time of year, and just give you guys some ideas and also show you what we've got going on here in southern Michigan. In this particular area of the sanctuary, I'm actually going to be looking to open up some more canopy to the south. Remember, whenever you're cutting openings in the woods, always look to the southern sky to make sure you have enough opening so that you can get enough sunlight to what you are trying to get to grow. This particular oak is not only wide, but it's also leaning, and it's putting a pretty good canopy over the top of my switchgrass plot over here. I've got some smaller hingeable cherries and maples. The cherries don't always hinge great, but I have had some good luck with that. And when it's warmer out, I have better odds of it not snapping. Also got a sugar maple right here, has a decent amount of canopy in here. Smaller cherry behind it. I'm going to take you guys around, show you what's going on, the before and afters. Here's the brush pile that I'm going to get burned out of here this spring before spring green up. And here's the dead space between the one cave and rock switchgrass plot and the other. This winter, during some winter storms, a couple of these cherry trees snapped in half. And I'm going to go ahead and take those out the rest of the way, along with some of these small maples in between. And by doing so, I'm adding some more diversity to my sanctuary and my bedding area instead of just having hardwoods. I've also planted white pine and Norway spruce throughout the sanctuary. Most of them are only 1 to 3 feet tall at this point, but in hopes to add some more diversity to my bedding area. I want these deer to be able to feel comfortable bedding in here all year round, not just in the summer and not just in the hunting season. But most importantly, want them to have plenty of cover in the winter. I want to show you what 10 minutes approximately running a chainsaw can do for you. Just cutting a few trees down. And if you look up into my canopy now, got a lot more canopy to the south that's exposed. One thing I will say, guys, is it's better to cut less and then come back and cut more later. That's kind of what I've done here. Had it logged out 3.5 years ago. Came in, did a little bit of hinge cutting, mostly for travel corridors. Realized that I need some more bedding back in here. It's super thick summer, October, but mid-November, it doesn't hold the deer like it did earlier in the year. And I need to get more side cover down on the ground. And I need to get more cover in here in general, and more browse, more sunlight hitting the floor to grow up more briars, more trees. And we're getting there. Some of this can happen overnight. Some of it takes time. Like I said, I'm a little bit more cautious when it comes to cutting trees because it takes a long time for them to grow this size. So you hate to cut them all out right away. But just wanted to show you a little bit of what we're doing here on the home farm, opening up some canopy. All right, back here working on opening up some more canopy today for the switchgrass. As you can see, I opened up a couple little pockets there by hinge cutting some trees here on the edge of the switchgrass. This will also enhance this switchgrass bedding. Actually hinged one of these maples down into the switch so that hopefully the switchgrass can stand up on it in the wintertime and not fall down as much with those heavy wet snows we've been getting the last several years. So not only did I get some more canopy opened up in here, but I also threw some cover here on the ground for the deer to want to bed right on the edge of the switchgrass. Still waiting on some drier weather so I can try and get this burnt. Pretty frustrating how much moisture we've been getting lately. It's pretty close to being ready to burn. Not sure what kind of burn I'd get on it. May try here soon and just see how it goes. If I don't get the results I want, I can always come back and burn it later. All right, guys, finally getting a chance to get the switchgrass burnt here at the end of March 2023. One of my favorite times of the year, right before the spring green up. Get out here and get all this dead growth burned off. Here in the next year or two, I may not burn it. Now that it's starting to get matured, starting to get 5 and 6 feet tall during the peak growing season. Mostly just so that maybe my turkeys will have some nesting cover this time of year. Keep them away from predation. We'll see how bad it is knocked down, but with all the extra canopy and everything I've been opening up, I feel good about the switchgrass being a lot stronger and taller.